Happy Friday. I hope that everyone is doing amazing. So if you've been following along or have seen on my channel, oh my gosh, I just noticed that door. My huskies have destroyed that door. Sometimes we put them in here in the room when someone's over. We do have a crate in our bedroom, but if we put Coda in the crate, he howls so loud they could probably hear him all the way to town. I have really got to do something with that door. That is so distracting. I apologize. But anyway, they're huskies. They do that. That'll ignore the door. Ignore the door. Can you ignore the door? I know it's distracting. Anyway, if you've been following along on my channel and you've seen all these little shorts that I've been putting up, for the month of August, I challenged myself to walk a 5K every day. And I walked every day but 2 days for the month of August. So I walked 29 of 31 days. And every day when I walked, I logged like my miles for that walk, just for like from the time I hit start to finish. So for the month of August, I walked a total of 93.19 miles. And that was just on my walks at the park. That was no additional walking. That was just my time, start to finish, for my little 5K for that day. I took my weight on August the 1st, and then I took my weight again on August the 31st. And in those 31 days, I lost 7.4 pounds. There was my beginning weight on August 1st. There was my ending weight on August 31st. And then I took my measurements at the beginning of August 1st and then again on August 31st. And my waist was down 1.5 inches. My hips were down 1 inch. My bust was down 1 inch. My arms were down 1 inch. My thighs were down 1.5 inch. And my calves, my fat little calves, were down 1 inch. So these were like my beginning and ending measurements. So overall, I would say August was a very successful month with the walking challenge. Where can I put this to distract you from the door? It's really bothersome. I didn't realize it was quite so noticeable. Oh, gosh. I'm going to have to find some way to patch that up. Anyway, I keep digressing. But so what have I done since August 31st? Well, if you've watched my little reels as I went along throughout the month, I kept talking about how much I loved walking, how I was feeling good physically, mentally, like, oh my gosh, my mental state after going for a walk for an hour every morning was incredible. I'm still trying to hide that spot on the door. And I kept talking about that I wanted to continue walking, that I loved it, I want to keep doing it. And I had talked about starting training for a couch to 5K and how that was only 3 days a week for 30 minutes, but I wanted to figure out what I was going to do in between. So today is Friday, September the 5th, and I am happy to report that I've not walked a single day this week. Okay, I'm not really happy to report that. The 31st was Sunday, and I did my last 5K. Wound up having to do it late. But Monday was a holiday, and I did work. You know, when you work in healthcare, you don't always get to get off on the weekends or the holidays. So I worked, but I did do a workout. I didn't walk, but I did do like a 30-40 minute workout at home, just a home workout. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and up until this point of today, which is excuse me, 6:41 p.m. I've not done anything. I've not done anything today. I've not done anything. So I decided, I used to do beach body workouts. And if you're familiar with the beach body workouts and like some of their more intense workouts like P90X, Insanity and stuff like that, they have this programs set up where you work out. You have like a recovery week and then you start working out again. So I decided, since I've already missed pretty much this whole week up until this point, I'm just going to consider this my recovery week. And tomorrow or Sunday, I'm not going to go through the whole weekend without doing a workout, but tomorrow or Sunday, I'm going to like start back working out consistently. So I'm going to do the Couch to 5K training. And in addition, I'm really trying to hide that spot. In addition, my next challenge that I'm going to start, which I thought about starting it Monday so that it's like, you know, you always have this whole, I don't know what it is about weight loss and fitness journeys. We always going to start on Monday, but maybe Sunday, because like, you know how the calendar is set up where Sunday is the first day of every week, is Sunday through Saturday. So I may start this Sunday, but my next challenge that I'm going to work on, I'm going to do 100 days of Zumba. So I'm going to do Zumba every day for 100 days. It might be an hour-long class. It might be a little 30-minute, 40-minute, 20-minute workout from their Zumba app. Or it might be like a little 10-minute, just like remedial training. I'm not really good with the salsa. My feet do not move very fast, and I want to get better at salsa. I struggle. I trip over my own feet. I cannot move fast enough to keep up with any salsa class, any salsa dance, any salsa choreography. So it might just be some training for the day, but I'm going to do 100 days of Zumba, and probably is going to be Sunday when I start that. So starting Sunday, September the 7th, I'm going to do Zumba every day for 100 days, some type of Zumba every day for 100 days while I'm doing the Couch to 5K training. I do love walking, and I want to keep getting outside and walking. And I think even with doing the Zumba, I'm probably at least going to get out for at least a 30, 40 minute walk, maybe 45 minutes, at least 30 to 45 minutes. I won't push myself to do, you know, the 3.1 miles. I won't push myself to have to walk an hour every day, but at least sometime. I'd like to have, I'm knocking stuff in the floor. I'd like to at least get 2 miles in. I think that's very doable. And so I want to continue walking. I'm going to do some Zumba. But now that sounds like a lot because I still have to get some strength training in, which, ironically, Zumba does have some Zumba toning classes where there's like strength training and like some toning exercises built into your Zumba classes. So I'll probably be doing more of those too. And of course I will still continue doing some weight lifting, you know, some like strength, more different types of strength training. Also, if you follow this channel and you've seen some previous videos, then you know that back in April, I started working with a coach, paying a fitness coach, an online coach. And September the 11th, which is next Thursday, is month 5, which will be my last monthly payment that I have to make to my coach. kind of happy about that. And that'll be my last month. I'll be going into my final month. And October the 11th will be my last day officially working with my coach. Now, I wanted to wait till the very end and kind of do like a little recap of how the coaching was structured, how receptive I was to it, the dynamic between the coach and I, how well we worked together, and then my overall results from working with the coach. So I'm gonna do that. Like, I want to do that as its own thing because there's a lot to say and there's a lot to unpack about my experience with working with this particular coach. And about halfway through, I think at my midpoint, I was doing like a fitness update video, and I kind of alluded to the fact that I wasn't really getting kind of what I was expecting from the coaching. And in a lot of ways, that really is kind of the same. But again, I'm not trying to say that it's been a good experience or a bad experience. I'm just gonna wait and I'm gonna do my final video on that. But I do have, some exercises that, some workouts that my coach has designed for me. And so that's a lot of strength training involved in that. And so just wrapping up my last month with her. But I'm going to really focus on my new challenge of doing my Zumba every day for 100 days and continuing with my walking. But anyway, as far as August recap goes, I'm really happy with these results. 7.4 pounds down, losing these inches. So let me see if I can do some quick math. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that was quick math. That was really quick, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 inches. So I'm down 7.4 pounds and 7 inches just from walking a 5K for 29 of 31 days in August. So that was pretty good, and got those 93 miles in. So these were my results, and I'm so happy with them. And I'm excited to go ahead and start my new challenge. And I think the reason I'm gonna wait until Sunday to start versus Saturday is because tomorrow morning, my grandson has his very first baseball game. He's playing baseball through the rec department, and I'm excited. So I got his ball game tomorrow. And then tomorrow is my anniversary. And for our anniversary, my husband actually bought us tickets to go to Auburn, Alabama, and watch the Auburn Tigers play at Jordan-Hare. So I will be going to Canton tomorrow to watch a ball game, my grandson, and then I'll be going to Alabama tomorrow night to watch a ball game with my beloved Auburn Tigers. So I just figured with all that, tomorrow probably wasn't the best day to try to start a new challenge. But anyway, Sunday will be the day to start. And of course, if you follow along, I'll do daily little vlogs and little shorts to kind of recap what kind of Zumba I did, how it went, just kind of keep things updated. And with that, I'm still trying to hide that ugly door. I hope that you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.